Everything meant for a minute, but you've been picking up that slack. Got me thinking about a long time. Yeah, so I said, let's go to the beach tonight. Do something by candlelight. Take my hand, it'll be alright. Let's go, let's go. Let's go to the beach tonight. Do something by candlelight. Take my hand, it'll be alright. Let's go, let's go. So we did. And I told her, I apologize if I'm forward, but I know you feel this too. 'Cause every time that I lean forward, them pretty lips come through. I could do this for a long time. So come with me tonight, baby, I'ma treat you right. Good love and make you brand new. I just wanna make you happy. Let me paint your sky light blue for a long time. Sing. Let's go to the beach tonight. Do something by candlelight. Take my hand, it'll be alright. Let's go, let's go. Let's go to the beach tonight. Do something by candlelight. Take my hand, it'll be alright. Let's go, sing. Let's go to the beach tonight. I wanna do something by candlelight. Yeah. So let's go, let's go. Can I hear the room sing that? Say, let's go, let's go. One more time. Say, let's go, let's go.
I fell too quickly. Yeah, I always catch feelings. It gets a little tricky. My emotions on the line. I'm always overthinking, reading between the lines, sleepless repeating conversations in rewind about the reasons I didn't say what's on my mind. I've spent too much time trying to be someone I wasn't meant to be. So I'm inclined to say, if I'm not what you need, oh, what you see is what you get now. And I won't pretend I'm something that I'm not. What you see is what you get now. I know I can't change your mind. I'm scared to hear you say it, but honestly just say it, 'cause I'm not playing. My emotions on the line. I'm to be someone I wasn't meant to be. So I'm inclined to say if I'm not what you need, yeah. Oh, what you see is what you get now. Oh, and I won't pretend I'm something that I'm not. What you see is what you get now. I know I can't change your mind. Oh, 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 my emotions on the line.
Girl, I know this might seem strange. Let me know if I'm out of order for stepping to you this way. You see, I've been watching you for a while, and I just gotta let you know that I'm really feeling your style. 'Cause I have to know your name and leave you in my number, and I hope that you will call me someday. If you want, you can give me yours too. If you don't, well, I ain't mad at you, 'cause we can still be cool. I'm not trying to pressure you, just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even really gotta be my girlfriend. I just wanna know your name, and maybe sometime we can hook up, hang out, just chill. Damn, I'm surprised that you called, 'cause the way you walk, the way I thought I won't gon' see you no more. 'Cause you didn't wanna give me your bed. I thought that you was digging me, it wasn't digging me. But anyway, what you doing tonight? I'll probably be with my peeps. If it's cool with you, maybe we'll swing by. You could just chill with us, or you can just chill with me. Long as you're comfortable and you feel secure, you're with me. I'm not trying to pressure you, just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even really gotta be my girlfriend. I just wanna know your name, and maybe sometime we can hook up, hang out, just chill. Trying to pressure you, just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even really gotta be my girlfriend. I just wanna know your name, and maybe sometime we can hook up, hang out, just chill.
It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the streets with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? A broken bottle top, a summer's disregard, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. Na 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 na. Ooh, yeah. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize that there are folks with no home, not a nickel to loan. Could it be really me pretending that they're not alone? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a washed out dream. They follow each other on the wind, you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror, hey, and I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror, and I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, you take a look at yourself and then make that change. You gotta make that change. Make that change.
Oh yeah. We're just gonna have a good time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in to Mogul House Alive. It is Saturday. You know how we do it every Saturday night. Man, we just got done eating a good meal, too, and I'm getting sleepy. But I know that I'm about to turn up here in a second because the artist we have for you today is so good. So good. He is a house fave. And I'm glad that he's here. Before we jump into that, again, welcome to Mogul House. My name is Bishop, if you don't know who I am. And I am your host for the evening. And I'm excited about, just in general, Mogul House and what's happening all over this business. We love amplifying the voice of artists, and we've been doing that for almost 2 years now. And we do that by having shows like this where we bring some of the best for you to hear. Indie artists from all over, their different styles, different nationalities, different ethnicities, everything. And they just come in here and tear it up. And so today is going to be another one of those days where you guys walk away going, hey, can we get like his music now? Yeah. Also, I want you guys to know that we are posting videos every week, all throughout the week on our YouTube. So you got to go follow our YouTube channel because right away after the interview, we post the whole live VOD on there. It is on YouTube on the live playlist, as well as different cuts of the videos of their performances. So soon you'll be able to hear different pieces of some of the interesting conversations, whether it was a funny moment or a very good thought on our YouTube channel as well. But for now, you can see some of the best performances from the performance that you witnessed on Saturday night. as well as there are some shorts too. We got some dope content that is just more curated for shorts. So please follow the Mogul House channel. Join the community on YouTube. There's a community developing there. It's pretty dope, pretty sick, and YouTube is a great aspect for all of that. As well as if you're not following this channel here on Twitch and hanging with us here on Twitch, you should do so right now. Click that. If you're new in here, click that follow button right now. Again, my name is Bishop, and I'm your host for the evening. And tonight, we got a good dude here, man. This dude is... All right, so what's been cool about hosting the show is that I kind of have a touch with most of the artists that have come on here. It's only been a few where I just did not know them at all, but I knew someone that knew them. And so this artist, I met because I was singing at this church. I don't know if you remember this, Tudor. This was during COVID. I knew of you, but I couldn't put it together when I first seen you because you were holding a camera this time. So this guy was holding his camera. He's in my face. I'm recording this thing. And he's also standing in front of the lyrics. And if you know anything about church singing, you know them lyrics are actually so important. If you don't have the lyrics in front of you, you can bomb fast. And we're recording. So I'm like, at this point, I mean, he's like in it because that's where his shot is. So he's just in my hindsight. Like I can't see past him. So at the end of that, I just asked like politely because I didn't know his name or know who he was. He had a hat on. And I was like, hey, could you possibly like move to the right or to the left? And he looked back at me and he said something so awkward in front of all these church people. You were like, you don't want to stare at my pretty face? And I was like, I didn't say anything. So when we went off to the side to do our little break, I asked Whitney, I said, who is that? And she goes, that's Tudor. I said, oh my God, I know him. Because I heard you sing on the video she sent to me a long time ago. So anyways, this is the man right here, Tudor. Woo! Welcome back to the Mogul House, bro. How are you tonight?
It is always a joy to be at the Mogul House with the Mogul fellas.
Yeah. We love having you, man. You are like family to us. I mean, you've been a part of a lot of things here. You performed here once. I wasn't here last time either, but I got to see it, and I was so jealous not to be in the room. But you also been a part of helping us get some content done when we did our intensive with the Indie Bros.
That's true.
You are family to this place, so we're glad to have you back performing
An
again. Many people don't know a lot of your story.
Sure.
But I learned this at your last concert that you did with your band. It's called Neon West, correct?
Yeah.
Neon West. So also shout out to Neon West, all the boys at Neon West. I went to this concert to see Tudor. I wasn't feeling well. I had to leave like halfway through. But man, the part I got to see was like, oh, these boys play. Like y'all nailed it that night. But as well as Tudor is also... I heard this from Whitney, that there is a separation between your siblings, like a big separation.
Oh, massive. Yeah.
Okay, what's the age separation there?
So my closest sibling is my brother, who's 14 years older than me.
Whoa.
So,
wow.
In many ways, I had, once I was like 6 or 7, I had kind of an only child existence, except for my siblings started having kids, and then I was Uncle Toods.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Toods.
Atypical.
Yeah. You remember when you sent in your form, like the first time it said Toods? And
I was so confused about that first question, but I figured it out.
Yeah, okay, got you. Because I literally asked, Heath, I said, I think maybe he's going under a new name. I said 2 days instead of Toods. 2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
Oui, monsieur.
Hey. Like Houday for the Bengals. Okay, nobody gets that sweet. Welcome into the Mogul House, everybody. Again, I'm sitting here with my friend Tudor. Welcome to all of our friends here. Pastel, hello. Mel, how you doing? Always good to see you. Hi, Unsung, good to see you as well. So many friends. Ajime, what's up? You guys are amazing. Thank you for being here tonight. You're in for a treat. Tudor, what you been up to, man? What's new with you overall?
So right now I'm in the process of recording an album called Death of a Fantasy.
Okay.
And I've got 7 songs done and mastered. But before I start releasing, I wanted to finish them so that way I could just put them out one after another for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So I've been very quiet as an artist, but I have regained my vision and excitement and commitment to finishing.
Yeah.
I keep saying it's finishing season,
yeah,
which is my way of communicating to myself and the world that I'm going to do the best I can, but I'm going to finish.
Yes, definitely. Okay, I like that. It's finishing season. Everybody needs to get your shit done. Stop delaying it. You know what I mean? Especially Sonata. Get your shit done. I love that, man. I think that's one of the, especially with like a lot of songwriters and artists, because a project could either mean so much or also just there's a split like attention with it. You're not giving it your full attention because you got to pay bills, you got to have jobs and stuff, especially with indie artists. It's hard to get that project done and get it out. So that's very commendable that you are doing that. I'm very excited to hear the full thing. We're going to hear some of that tonight, right?
You will hear some of it tonight, yeah.
Yeah, so Death of a Fantasy. Yeah. Okay, tell me a little bit about that before you start going into some of the songs. Why is it called Death of a Fantasy?
Okay, so this is actually Twitch related.
Whoa.
My introduction to Twitch happened during COVID, as it did for many people. And I discovered a musician on Twitch. Her name's Maddie J. And she plays bass and writes songs. And I was like, you're adorable. I'm going to watch your channel. And she would review music that was submitted. And so I submitted a song, and she reviewed it favorably. And she won me as a fan for life. And I wasn't seeing anybody, so she was like the only female in my radar. So I had a crush, and you have a crush. It's 2023. You go on the internet, you scope out. And the first post on Instagram was her and her boyfriend in New York looking happy. And I was like, all right, well, there goes that.
Dang.
That's the death of that fantasy.
Command sip on that one.
And so I wrote a song, and during that time period, the rest of the year, I met somebody else and pursued them, and it didn't work out. And then I wrote a ton of songs right afterwards, sort of processing that disappointment. And I've noticed in my life, I'm 33 now, and I've always tended to have somebody that I'm kind of elevating onto this pedestal, this crush, somebody that I'm pursuing, and they've become sort of a goddess. And then invariably when the reality sets in that it's not going to work out, I'm usually pretty disappointed, and it takes me a while to recover. And in the writing of this album, I was trying to graduate from a sad boy. So that's what we're in the process of, and writing the songs and performing them is cathartic for me. So that's what we're doing tonight.
Woo! Well, let's take a sip for that tonight. I'm ready to go on that journey with Tudor, Death of a Fantasy. If you've had some fantasies that have been shot down and gotten some disappointments, I think you're going to enjoy this set from our friend Tudor. Tudor, what are you singing for us first?
So despite that long introduction about graduating from sad boy, this first song is actually quite chipper.
Okay.
It's called I'll Be Waiting.
We're on the happy side.
We're going to start happy.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting. You guys, welcome to Mogul House Live. My name is Bishop. We're sitting with Tudor. He's about to perform I'll Be Waiting and a couple other things. So check this out.
I'll be waiting, oh, I'll be waiting for you. I'm nervous, I'm losing my grace. Words are falling all about the place. Just so stunned by your face. My lips dry and tongue-tied, what am I to do? Oh, I really wanna talk to you, but I don't make a move till the day I'm bold enough to tell you all about my love. Oh, I'll be waiting, oh, I'll be waiting for you, hoping and praying and biding my time. Maybe further on down the line, you might be mine. But if I'm ever gonna hold your hand, gotta realize if I ever wanna be your man, then I gotta try. Oh, why do I hide till the day I'm bold enough to tell you all about my love? Oh, I'll be waiting, oh, I'll be waiting for you. Yeah, I'll be waiting, quietly praying. Oh, I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting.
sorry. That's so good. It's so good. Oh, I can't take it.
Well, that's a relief. I decided to do the loop thing today and rehearse this afternoon. And normally, last-minute calls can be very dangerous, but that went well.
Yes, it
And
did.
I'm relieved that I did it and it's done.
It was great. It was great.
So this next song is on the record. And I was born in 1989. One of my favorite movies growing up was called The Princess Bride, which is a late 80s romantic comedy adventure film. And in the film, the protagonist, a handsome, blonde, blue-eyed guy named Wesley, falls in love with Princess Buttercup. And at the beginning of the film, he's kind of this farm boy, and he's a servant to her. And every time she makes a request of him, he says, "As you wish." And she discovers that when he says, "As you wish," what he means is, "I love you." And I watched The Princess Bride with a gal that I had a crush on. And I thought, oh, great idea. I'll write her a song called As You Wish. It's a really beautiful song. She quite liked it, but she wasn't my Princess Buttercup. But that's all right, because I love this song. So this is As You Wish. Hasn't been a long time, couple days, but already I can see so clear all of my daydreams, you are there. Oh, I know why, come on so strong, just get so excited when you're near. It's hard for me to keep my secrets dear. All of the ways I wanna say that I care, just have to wait until the day you're prepared. As you wish. If you want someone to talk to, I'll be right there beside you. As you wish, whatever it is. If you want the moon, I'll catch it. Anything to see that smile again. Oh yeah, alright. Oh, I know it's too soon to tell. If I could be someone that you trust, someone you let in when you need love. So all of the ways I wanna say that I care, just have to wait until the day you're not scared. As you wish. If you want someone to talk to, I'll be right there beside you. As you wish, whatever it is. If you want the moon, I'll catch it. Anything to see that smile again. Oh, again. It's a storybook story, a storybook story. If you wish.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Man, we love it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna switch instruments. So last year, I went to Coachella the festival for the first time. And before I went, I was like, I want to bring a little keyboard, something I can buy off Amazon. And if I get inspired while I'm there, I'll write a song. And, well, you're going to notice a theme here about my muse. So I decided to do the car camping experience. And the first night, I set up my camp with my buddy. And there's 2 young women that are friends that are part of like our little community. And they're really young and kind of naive. And I felt an older brother type protective responsibility. However, this is where that metaphor is going to break down. One of them was like just unbelievably beautiful, like something out of a magazine, the kind of beauty that makes you nervous immediately. And I realized that, you know, despite my attraction, it wasn't going to happen. That wasn't my role in her life. And I felt a little bit old. I felt a little bit old because I was 32 at the time and she was 21. And I was like, oh my gosh, you need to be with like a 24-year-old or something. So I was meditating on what it means to be getting older. And I realized, you know, I'm older, but my heart, still feels young. And so that's this next song. It's called My Heart Stays Young. By the way, if you're in the market for a Casio, this is really cheap on Amazon, and it's a ton of fun.
Here we go, not again. Nervous to talk when she walks in. Green eyes, olive skin. So sweet, so young. Bright as the light of a noon sun. 32, 21. Even though getting old, my heart stays young. Even though getting old, my hope stays strong. Even though getting old, my love goes on. My heart stays young. So sweet, so fresh. Going to college in upstate, reminding me of younger days. Even though getting old, my heart stays young. Even though getting old, my hope stays strong. Even though getting old, my love goes on. My heart stays young. Young. It stays, it stays, it stays young. It stays, it stays, it stays young.
Wow. Whew. That was good.
Oh, we're doing this.
We are doing it. You're doing it. We're just sitting here enjoying it.
All right, we're going to let the hair down for the last one.
Hey.
Because, you know. Come on. Come on. All right. So this fourth song, which is going to conclude the set, is a lullaby. I think when you're young, you get tucked in at night, and when you're old, you have to tuck yourself in. And when you're really heartbroken or anxious, it's good to have something to lean on. And this song to me became something to lean on. It's called Hush.
Just hold on. No, it won't be too long. Soon you'll have a new song singing in your heart. And take time to let the pain just ride through. Just remember not to lose your heart. Don't lose your heart. Lose your heart. Say no to all the fear that tries to take your joy and rob you of your heart. Don't lose your heart. Lose your heart. Hush, little one. Hush, little love. You're enough. Just hold on. No, it won't be too long. Soon you'll have a new song singing in your heart.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I absolutely am. I'm like speechless, Tudor. I could just continue to listen. I don't feel like I need to talk. You are an amazing songwriter.
Thank you, man.
You're an amazing singer, and you're an amazing musician. You have all three. It's not fair. And you figured out how to use a loop pedal at the last minute as well. That's annoying. Man, dude, where to start? Oh, let's say this before we get talking, because I know we're about to have a good combo. If you have any questions for Tudor, in the chat, whether you're on YouTube or on Twitch, please put Command Q and then ask your question. Command Q and ask your question. And also follow Tudor right now. Just click some of those links in the chat. Follow him on all the socials. He's on everything. TikTok, all of it. Go to his Spotify, follow him there so you can get that notification when he drops every single. Mm-hmm. Yes, dropping them because he's got some hits. Dude, oh, okay. I have to ask you this first because I felt as I'm listening to you that you've experienced some kind of healing through your music.
Oh, for sure.
How important is songwriting for you in your process as you're processing like life in general, heartbreak or disappointment?
Yeah. So I started writing songs in high school after I got dumped.
That was the start.
That was the start.
That
So
was the
right
start.
from the jump, songwriting is the first place I want to run when I'm overwhelmed with negative emotion. Could be anger.
Yeah.
It could be disappointment. It could be grief.
Yeah.
So songwriting is just become a resource. And you know, the truth is, I'm not sure what people do that don't write songs. I'm like, well, what do you do with all your feelings?
What do you do with them? Well, that's why counselors are hard to find because everybody's, yeah. Yeah, that's, man, I get that. You know, I think about this often. I've been thinking about this a lot, especially like over Christmas break. It was the first time that I had quiet. And I mean, you understand this because you hold so many things and wear so many hats. You're in film, you do a lot of stuff with video. At one point, you were leading worship at a church too.
Yeah.
You're trying to do music. There's so much happening in life.
Sure.
And there's hardly a moment where you can process or sit down and fighting for that time to go, I want to write a song. But I found that like there's so much bundled up on the inside and in my brain that I either suppress until I sit down and start writing. And it's like, man. And by the time you're over, like you get like 6 or 7 songs in and you realize like I'm a sad person or I'm living an interesting life. And you don't even know what to do with that part of yourself. Like, do I get some help? Do I, you know?
Sure.
But as I listen to your songs and you said it yourself, it's like, or you notice a reoccurring thing. It seems like that you've been able to process a lot about your interaction with someone that you either find out you like, and I think it's the outcome has been different in each way. When it came to the Coachella song, that's not what the song is called. What is it called?
Heart Stays Young.
Heart Stays Young.
The Coachella song is fire,
The
too.
Coachella song.
That's kind of fire. That might be in parentheses.
Coachella, baby. Yeah, it can be one of those long songs in 1975. You just like it's like an entire paragraph. I sometimes like that. Sometimes I hate it. It's like,
Yeah.
Biff, you don't just write the 2 words.
Yeah. Come on.
But I get it also as well. I get it. We love the creativity. So with that song specifically, I think, one, I love the funness of it. I love this aspect of it as well. You showed something that I haven't seen you do before, and that's on this keyboard.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about the choices behind that song when it comes to the orchestration, the music, and even the message of it.
Sure. So I got this Casio off Amazon. If you go in Amazon and you type in Casio keyboard, it's the cheapest keyboard they sell. I think it's retails for $50, something like that. And it's got a bunch of preset sounds, right? And the only one I really liked was number 70. And that's kind of this pad thing. And then it also comes with drums. So they've got...
Little drum.
See, and you can adjust the tempo.
Hey.
Whatever. And so I was going through the patterns and I found pattern 20. And when I brought it down to 7, I was like, okay, I can work with that. I can sing on top of that. And my keyboard skills are pretty limited. So, and there's also only like a 2.5 octaves. So it kind of forces you to just write a song and not get distracted by other choices. You just pick your cheesy beat and you get some chords going and you can write a song. And then, who knows what the actual produced version might sound like, but it was fun to have a novelty instrument and write a tune on it. I haven't really written anything else on it, but it's still fun to have, and who knows what will come down the road.
Yeah. I like that. I like it. And it kind of like told the story, it put it in a different way.
Yeah.
The story of the song, which I liked. Did you never told the girl that you liked her, huh?
No. I mean, the unfortunate thing, and if you're going to go to Coachella this year, I would recommend you don't get a Coachella crush. You should stay focused on the artists you want to see, because I just threw all that out the window, and I was like, well, I just kind of want to be wherever she is. And
so you follow her around the entire time?
Not really, but the point was, like, even if I wasn't with her, it was kind of like, I wish I was hanging out with her. She became sort of the center of the Coachella experience for me. And so if I go back, it'll be for the music.
Yes, yeah. Wisdom. Good wisdom.
Yeah.
What band did you want to see when you were there? What was like give me the top 3 bands you were like,
So,
I gotta see them.
unfortunately, the only, because I went to Coachella, I got the ticket off Craigslist a week before. My buddy hit me
Craigslist.
up and he's like, "Hey, I'm going. You should go. We should get a car camping pass and do it." And I was like, "Okay." And there was a artist named Alec Benjamin, who's a singer-songwriter, and he was playing on Sunday, but I had already committed to leave Coachella and go film something and then come back because taking that gig kind of paid for my ticket. So I actually missed the only guy I wanted to see.
Yeah. Dang, that
And
sucks.
yeah, but we got a nice song out of it, and I'm gonna go back and redeem the Coachella music experience.
Okay, so you'll get to see him. Are you going this year?
If I do go, it will probably be like last year, where I'll make the choice a week or two before, go on Craigslist, get a ticket.
Yeah.
But what I realized after going 1 year is the experience is who you go with. That's the most important choice. It's not even who you see. If you go with great friends, you're gonna have a great time.
Right.
And as long as you don't, develop a Coachella crush, you should be great.
Yes, so let that be wisdom for all you Coachella people don't get into a crush situation. I love that too, though, because you want to enjoy the moment as well. And that could, depending on, if you're with that person already. But if you're not, then it could deter, like, you enjoying all the musicality that's going to be there. I remember watching, this is like, this was the record that 1975 had the we're fucking in a car. Sure. What's that record called, Jared? Saying controversial things just for what's that record called? That's got it's too. Is it okay? And that was the one after. Yes, and it has like little dots on it. Little like a rainbow dots. I have the record up there. But that was when they came out with that. And my manager texted me. I was back in Cincinnati seeing my nephew. My brother has a kid, and he was only like 1 year old. But I hadn't seen him, since he was born. And so I had just gone through this weird time, too, that I'll never forget it, in my songwriting journey with the church I was at. And I had just basically kind of been crushed by the people who I trusted. And my manager texted me at 3 a.m. She said, "Wake up. 1975 is performing right now. Coachella on YouTube. You can watch it live." I said, "Okay." And I watched it and I cried because I felt like my heart, I was already at this crossroads where I felt like I was getting too old. And it was like, I just put out the song that, probably the best song I ever wrote, which was Praises and Made.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
wasn't my best song, but it was the best thing I had did that far.
Yes.
And I was hopeless, and there was a band. I was like, I could do that. I know I could, but I'm nowhere near that.
Yeah.
So I'm always like nervous because I do get that way sometimes when I see bands that I know. It's like, man, if I would have made this decision early on to go to Coachella, but I want to go now. I think that'd be fun to experience.
It's
That's
a
since we live here.
blast,
Yeah.
man. It's a blast.
Yeah. Okay. He said it. We just had a whole Coachella chat.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So there's your
had a
free
Coachella
promo, Coachella.
It's too hot.
Yeah. Let's have a fun question here. Pastel said, "What is your favorite studio snack?" Great question.
Studio snack. I think for the most part when I'm working in the studio, I just make a blended shake, like a protein shake.
Wow.
That's kind of
You're healthy.
Well, it's more like, that gets the calories in and I can kind of get back into working and doing my thing.
Yeah.
Because you can't really have snacks and then be operating the keyboard or playing your instruments. You can't really get your hands gross.
Oh, you're considerate,
So-
nice, and smart. Dang. I'm neither any of those things. I'm like, give me the bag of cherries from the sour cherries from 7-Eleven. I want a fucking Slurpee. And give me like 3 things of either ginger ale and Sprite, and also give me a whole thing of whiskey.
Well, hold up though, because I do have something in my mouth. I have 2 of these. I have 2 things in my mouth right now.
Tudor, what is that?
Yeah, so this is Zyn, which is a nicotine pouch because I used to be a smoker.
Okay.
And then this is nicotine gum. So while you're eating, I'm doing these things at all times in the studio. So don't be thinking that I'm not.
Those are still good decisions. They even look like good decisions. Look at the packaging. Put the packaging in front of the camera, Tudor. Those look like great decisions. Now somebody go get me a thing of cherries and tell me if that's a great decision. Bro, back in the day, you used to go to the candy store. Have you ever had the cherries before? They're like a hard candy, but they're like a gummy in the middle. Tastes so good. And there's the ones that used to be like cinnamon. Those are disgusting. Don't eat those. Those will burn your mouth too.
Noted.
But they're the ones that are just sour cherries. They're old school. You used to go to the candy store. Can I get 25-cent worth of cherries? You come with like a bag full. I don't know how they weighed that because literally they'd be just like grabbing them and putting them in. Nobody weighed it. It was like, that's 25 cents worth. And usually just whole bag. So if I had 50 cents that day, oh, hell yeah. Well, we was getting a real big bag of those. Anyways, studio snacks. We love studio snacks. Okay, so studio snack would be, Dad, you really are a healthy person. A protein shake.
Well, that's only, you see, you met me right at the beginning of like my health journey.
Okay.
I got like a fitness coach and
Yeah.
I started exercising and I had like accountability and stuff. And so now I'm trying to maintain some of these things. And he encouraged me to quit smoking, obviously. And he introduced me to the Lucy gum, and I did that. And then Amazon, I couldn't get it, and I was like, "Well, I need something."
Right.
And so I went to the gas station, and somebody else told me about Zyn, and then because I had an Amazon subscription to the Lucy, eventually it restarted, and now I have both.
Well, look at you.
So,
well, that is a good decision, and we're happy that you're no longer
We out here,
just
out here not smoking.
Yeah, not smoking your life away, bro. Okay, so. Are those songs out? Or are they going to be a part of the record that's coming?
Yes.
What's the deal with that?
I don't think I'll Be Waiting is going to be on that album.
Why not?
It could be, but stylistically, it's a little bit different. I have a couple other songs that are kind of fit more in that major seventh, charming, positive, uplifting vibe. But I do love that song, and I do want to record it because I think it's good for me to sing uplifting music, not just therapeutic heartbreak stuff, you know? After working on, like I was producing several songs this last month and I finished 2 sad songs and I was like, I can't work on a third one. I need to work on something that's got either groove or I just can't be a sad boy anymore. It's starting to affect me and I'm not going back.
Right, yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's hard to, especially if you're in the moment though too, because that raw emotion, you want to capture it, but it can be depressing.
Oh, for sure. And you just constantly singing it over and over and listening to it. And so I think it's valuable to write and it's valuable to make, but you don't want to buy a house in the sad lands.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you just want to visit.
There you go. You don't want to buy a house in the Sadlands. Don't do that. What is the vibe musically for this record? I mean, of course, you just did all these on the guitar, but
Sure. So, you know, at my core, I am a acoustic guitar playing singer-songwriter who was inspired by John Mayer, like many of my kind.
So many John Mayer people that come on this show.
Correct.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it.
And quick sidebar, he's playing a solo tour where he's just performing by himself. And I spent the most money I have ever spent on a concert ticket to go see him by myself in Sacramento.
Sacramento. I was about to say Vegas.
4th row.
Okay. Oh, wow.
4th row.
By yourself.
By myself. I couldn't do it in LA because I'm traveling out of town on that date.
Right.
So I decided that I wanted to see him. And he's playing by himself. There's no band. And then who's opening for him? Alec Benjamin, the guy I wanted to see at Coachella.
Wow, double whammy. Look at that. So you really didn't miss out on anything.
Oh, I'm going to be in the 4th row, dog. I will be breathing in the air he is breathing out.
Yes. That's actually pretty dope.
So, yeah.
I'm mad that I didn't get to go to the latest tour that he did where he had Yeba opening.
Sob Rock?
Yeah, because they had it up at the Forum, and I saw these people. One, I'm a big Yeba fan.
Oh, Yeba opened. Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, Jesus.
And on that show, I was in the nosebleeds because I was like, I want my friends to come with me.
Yeah.
But my friends don't want to spend money.
Right.
So I'll just get nosebleeds.
Man.
And I'm never doing that again. Now I'm going solo, 4th row, sucker.
Dude, I'm excited for you. That's going to be good. That's going to be so good. Talk about shows. What's your favorite show that you've ever been to?
Well, I can tell you the most impactful show.
I like that.
The most impactful show was the first show I ever saw.
Okay.
I didn't go to live music till I was 16.
Okay.
Some people are raised in musical families.
Yeah.
I was not.
Yeah.
And so my friend in high school, her parents managed the Wiltern in LA.
Okay.
And so because of that, we were able to get ushered into the pit.
Nice.
And this was during the Killers' first record, Hot Fuzz.
Ooh.
So Hot Fuzz has just come out. Mr. Brightside, Smile Like You Mean It. And they were supposed to be like the next arena band,
Yeah.
right? They had no misses yet.
Yeah.
And I saw them at the Wiltern, and I was in the pit, and I was standing 10 feet from Brandon Flowers, and I was like, that's a job. I want that guy's job.
Wow.
I want to do what that guy's doing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Brandon Flowers is such a goat.
It was transformational for me. I'd never seen live music, and now I'm in the pit seeing like my favorite band at the time playing during the like height of their career fundamentally.
Right. Yeah.
So that was the most impactful show.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of great shows, but that one stands out as being a catalyst for part of my ambition as a singer-songwriter.
Yeah. And so you're in a band called Neon West, correct?
Yeah.
And you guys are still performing, putting out music?
Yeah. So one of the band members got married and moved to Nashville.
Oh, wow.
So we've got that variable in the mix.
Right.
I'm confident that we're going to put out more music, but for the time being, my big focus is finishing Death of a Fantasy. And, you know, I bought this black guitar, and I wear all black.
That sounds good.
Because I'm trying to do the on-brand.
Hey.
It's like attending a funeral.
I love on black.
Of my
all black.
fantasy,
Yeah.
right.
We love a black situation. I do. I am all black in general, so there you go. Okay. Tudor music, Death of a Fantasy, Neon West. How does that dynamic work out when you want to step out and do something alone? Did your band members care? Are they supportive of it?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, this past Tuesday, so there's three of us in the band. There's me, Sean, and Adam.
Okay.
Adam came over on Tuesday, and we're working on helping him finish a record because his second child is on the way.
Wow.
The last time he seriously worked on it was right before his first child was born.
Yeah, okay.
And so I told him, I'm like, yo, we got to finish
get it,
this
yeah, you gotta
because
get
as
it
soon
while
as that
it's-
second baby comes, it's going to be another
That's
year.
it. Yeah, yeah.
So
And you have to have another child to get it done.
Yes.
Yes, got
and
you.
and Sean
makes
is
sense.
supporting his wife, who's a country singer. She was on The Voice. Her name's Lana.
Oh, wow.
And that propelled her. And so she moved to Nashville. They reconnected, got engaged, got married. I
Right.
shot their engagement. And so that's kind of where we're at with
That's
the
cool.
band.
So you all have your own individual careers, kind of like the Clark sisters. You may not know who they are.
100%.
Okay, you know they're sweet. Okay. You know who the Clark sisters are?
No, but I
Oh, was about
understood
to
what you were
say,
trying
Jesus,
to say.
Boy, we almost got into it. Listen, I've been having Clark sister
I would
conversations.
love
every
for
week.
you to think I was that cool.
Oh my gosh, Tudor, you're already up here, but you would have went like, yeah, there would have been no limits to your coolness after that. That's all right. Go Google them. You'll find out who they are. That's cool, man. I love that you guys are supportive of one another. When you said the Killers, I literally said, oh, that makes sense. And I just can see it. I can see it.
Well, so I think I have a handle on my influences. You ready?
Yeah, I want to hear them.
So Coldplay.
Wait, this is normally our give me the Lord. What am I drawing? Thank you, Mount Rushmore. What was the mountain's name? Good Lord. Thank you, Heath. I just called the boy Heath 2 times today. I call him J Money normally because I've known him for years, but you know, everyone knows him as Heath, so we're trying out here. All right, but anyways, Mount Rushmore, most impactful people, musicians, go.
Yeah. So started playing guitar at 13 because my older brother, 14 years older than me, played. He played for a month, quit. I kept going.
Okay.
And he's like, you got to check out this Hawaiian artist. His name is Jack Johnson.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Jack Johnson plays very simple bar chords, like little hammer-ons. It's introductory guitar vocabulary. So I started there. And then I discovered Coldplay.
Yes.
And Coldplay opened me up to falsetto,
Yes.
which is in almost all the songs I write at some point. And it opened me up to what I would describe as really earnest songwriting.
Yes.
Nobody will ever accuse Chris Martin of being clever.
No.
Look at the stars.
Yeah.
Look how they shine for you. And everything you do,
yeah.
and it was all yellow.
Yeah.
It's like, it just feels good though.
Yes, it
and when
feels
you're in
good.
that emotion, it's the
Yeah.
perfect thing. You don't want something clever and sophisticated.
Yes,
So
100%.
I inherited from Chris a desire to write very earnest music. I'm not sophisticated. Like the 1975, for many albums, was constantly ironic and kind of, you never quite knew where he stood because he's being clever and British.
right.
That's not me.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
like, here it is.
Right.
And then I discovered John Mayer, and that got me excited about a little bit more complexity in the music, a little bit more sophistication in the guitar part writing. And John Mayer also is able to be earnest, but also keeping a craftsmanship to his lyric writing. He has a lot of profound songs, one of the most famous of which is Stop This Train, which is his reflections on aging, right? So I was like, I want to capture the same spirit of commenting on aging. How can I do that? Heart Stays Young. So I'm not saying it's of the same caliber,
Right,
but it's
yeah.
pursuing a similar end.
I thought that was an awesome song.
Thank you, brother.
Everything actually that you shared today, I thought it was brilliant.
Thank you, man.
Brilliant. I'm a very honest man, so I wouldn't say anything at all if I didn't think of anything of it. Somebody else asked, did I get some more questions, Louis? I want to make sure I'm not missing any questions from the chat.
Okay, so here's what I understand about Twitch.
Uh-oh.
It seems to me like if you really want to have a successful platform, it's your main focus. You got to put in the hours. I've observed Closure Club, right?
Yes.
He's putting 4 or 5 hours Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I've observed Sonata. It's the same
And
thing
one
on
night.
Instagram. He never posts except for his little hands advertising you to his stream.
I'm live, everybody. Come
So,
check me out.
I haven't jumped on Twitch because I haven't been willing to make that level of commitment.
Yeah.
That being said, what I observed from Maddie J was she wasn't just singing songs. Sometimes she'd be working on a track,
Right.
and just bringing people along.
Yeah.
So I think for me, if I were to do Twitch seriously and put in the time, it would probably be an amalgamation of working on production, which I still need to do to finish this album. It would be performing live, like I do on IG Live. And then it would also be like songwriting sessions where I would write a song with the people that are watching and take their suggestions and try and encourage them to write songs because it's been so healing for me.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you get to make that experience whatever you want it to be. And whatever you want out of it, you can get from it. It doesn't have to be exactly what everybody else is doing. Like, I think, Closures is probably a big example of what it means to totally commit to it.
Yes.
But, for me, it's like I have so many different hands and different pots. It's just impossible for me to do that.
Oh, no way, yeah.
But if I can have a touch with good community on there that I desire to have, because there is great community on Twitch, that's what I want out of it, mostly.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we set up my account after this live stream?
Uh-oh. Hey. I think Sonata's already working on it right now for you. Because we possibly can get you a little Twitch link going. Here's what we should do right now. Get Sonata an email or something, and so that people can follow you. We got to get this thing going. You have an audience right now, so why not?
I know.
Hey, we love a step. Just a little step, Tudor. Also, guys, Tudor is an amazing artist that you can follow on Instagram and stuff like that. He's always posting good songs and his journey, so please check him out. He also posts hilarious stuff. He has friends he's hanging out with all the time as well. He travels a lot, so you probably want to check this guy out, and I'm sure it'll make your day a lot brighter when you get on his page. Bro, so I asked you the Mount Rushmore question when it comes to your favorite artist. Sure. Songwriting-wise, would that be the same for people, Jack Johnson, all those people, or would it be different?
You know, that's a great question. So there's a million ways to write songs. I've been listening to a book on creativity by a very famous producer named Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin produced a million records that you've listened to, and a ton of genres. He's this very striking character. He's got a big white beard and this sort of Zen-looking hair. And what I've learned is that there's more than one approach, but my tendency is to process life, going back to the songwriting as journaling and stuff. Some people are very more abstract and intellectual. They like to come up with the concept. Like David. Remember I was telling you about David Francisco?
Yeah.
His EP is called Hypothetical Heartbreak. So none of the songs, except for Chameleon, the one you listen to, are about his actual life. The song that I shot and directed, Rewind.
yeah.
It's like the song about loss.
Yeah.
His wife is pregnant with his baby. Like he's not experiencing that at all.
Right.
So for him, it's not. He doesn't need it to be this cathartic thing. It can just be more of like, this is a great concept, and I'm going to come up with words that fit it. And I don't really have any interest in that unless it's for somebody else. But even then, I like to be pulling on my own experience because that's where I tend to find melody and lyric at the same time.
Yeah.
I usually write them at the same time.
Yeah.
I'll be improvising, and then out comes some syllables or a line, and then I'll kind of hone in on it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I have any specific people that I've tried to model songs after. There have been a few instances where I took somebody's song and I was like, this is a good concept, and now I'm going to adapt it. But for the most part, I don't have a template or a reference. It's usually just it comes as it comes intuitively.
Love that. Okay, so who would be some of the writers that you do aspire to be like overall?
Sure.
Or that have inspired you, impacted you?
So this brings us full circle back to Coachella, Alec Benjamin.
Okay.
And Alec Benjamin is a very gifted songwriter, and it's interesting because he's got this boyish face. He has this angel-like high tenor. And one of his huge influences is Eminem. So his melodies have a really fast, almost like rap-like quality to them. And I almost never write with that many syllables. My melodies are not normally that fast. And he tells stories. So half of his first album, which is his most commercially successful and greatest critically acclaimed record, it's called Narrated for You. Half of the songs are like stories, like the way a country song is a story. And he kind of, throughout the album, he's created this character that's like a high school character. Like, for example, one of my favorite songs is called Annabelle's Homework. Okay. And it's a song about a guy who's has a crush on a girl, so he does her homework for a month. And he realizes that it's never going to bring him a relationship. You know, the end of the equation won't be you and I, is what he writes in the song. And it's like, oh, that's so good. He was like 24, and here he is writing from like the perspective of a lovesick 16-year-old, but it works, you know? So he's really gifted in his storytelling, and I aspire to have songs that have that edge as well. And I've really only written one in recent years that's a story as opposed to my story, you know? Often I'm writing from the I perspective, where it's sort of my feelings and what I'm thinking as opposed to characters.
I did that once, and it was hard. It was hard, but then I also felt like there was some, because one of the songs I wrote was about a situation that happened with a friend, but it was about the girlfriend that got left behind for someone else, but we knew her really well. And I just one day asked myself, I wonder how she feels. I just literally did. So I wrote from that, of what I observed, but also how I was like, how would I feel if, you know, I just woke up one day thinking this person was with me, but then they're actually like gone into a future with someone else. And I was a part of this whole life, but now that's all taken away from me because I was connected to that person. So there is some like beauty in being able to do that, and it's also a skill level too, that people that do it on a consistent basis, like writing for sync and being given like briefs and stuff like that. I'm learning right now that's harder than just
it's its own skill set when the target has been assigned. We want you to write a song about this in this kind of genre, and you're like, oh, okay.
I don't know if I have any association with that at all whatsoever. It's difficult. So shout out to all the people who do that. You guys are amazing. I'm sitting here with Tudor. Tudor is a local LA artist who is killing it right now. He just actually got done performing 4 of his songs. Some of them will be out on his upcoming record called Death of a Fantasy. Death of a Fantasy. When can we expect this record to come out, Tudor?
That's a great question. So today is March
Madness. The 13th, 14th?
13th?
No, 18th. Whoa.
And I've got,
Wow. No, time is flying.
I think I've got to finish 5 or 6 more songs if I was going to do my original vision, which was like a full-length album, which is not
self-producing everything.
I'm producing it myself. It's being mixed and mastered by a very talented guy named John J. Fox. Who's in North Hollywood. A guy worth knowing. And but I'm very eager to finish it soon because this is stuff that I've had for 2 years. Right? Like a lot of these songs were written in 2020.
Right.
And one of the unfortunate motifs of my artist journey so far has been ripe fruit. Spent too much time on the vine, and I waited too long.
Yeah.
You know, and so what I'm trying to do now is finish and then forevermore share faster, not wait.
Yeah.
And I feel like now I have the confidence and maybe the wisdom to realize that that's just better. Like I want to be more satisfied in my soul, even if it means the music isn't as perfect as I might have wished it could be.
Yeah.
I've made peace with the gap between my taste and my ability, and the only way to bridge that gap is just reps.
Yes.
Just putting out songs.
True.
So
Exactly. Yeah.
I am going to be patient and not start releasing until it's done, because then I'll have a vault of like, and I have singles outside of this record that are waiting to be released that aren't going to go on it. So when I do start releasing, I'll have like 13 songs that I can begin releasing and promoting. And then I'll go into a promotion season where I'm going to be Mr. Content and Mr. Listen to me.
Right. Yeah.
So
And I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that. Every time you say, hey, I got something new coming, I'm going to be there listening to it. The Adult Lullaby.
Hush.
Hush. Wow. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
I also had made up in my brain the first time I heard Aston, and she sang Aston Tur, who is a friend of the Mogul House as well. She sang her lullabies, and I said I think that's the only person that could sing an adult lullaby that I would enjoy. But I was wrong. I would say I loved all the performances so far, but that was my favorite. How did you feel writing a song to yourself in that kind of space? Like, what kind of mindset did it put you in? Did it actually put you at peace or frustration? Like, after you're done writing that, because you're speaking to yourself in a
the experience of writing music is always revelation, because and there have been a million songwriters that have echoed this sentiment. Like, when you sit down, you show up, you're faithful, you develop skills, but there's part of it that's always mysterious.
Yeah.
The real moment of inspiration, or like when I'm improvising and I sing words, I get a line and I don't know where the line came from. I can't say I wrote this. It's like I did, but I was partnering with a spirit that was coming through me, was providing me with inspiration, was providing me with lines, So when I wrote that song, it was very much like, oh wow, this is what I needed to hear. And over again, people tend to resonate with that sentiment.
Man, that was good. That was a great answer to that question. I'm speechless, y'all. Yeah, no, I'm rarely speechless, but this dude is brilliant. You are a brilliant person, bro. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course.
I love your music. I love you as a human being. If you have not checked out any of his stuff yet, please do so. I need to check and make sure also, Tudor, nobody asked another question because I didn't see any. Okay. Sonata G Major wanted to ask, what did you listen to on your way to Mogul today?
I was listening to the Rick Rubin book on creativity. And now get this.
Full circle. I need to get this little book here.
I didn't listen. I bought it, moment of inspiration. I was stuck in traffic and I was like, I'm going to get an Audible book. I need to take a break from consuming meaningless content, stuff that's just on YouTube. It might be interesting, but it's not really relevant to your real life's calling.
Right.
So I got this Rick Rubin book, and the book is kind of a broad approach to creativity. So it's not specific to music. And one thing that stuck out to me on the drive was that distraction isn't always procrastination. And he says sometimes people write their best melodies while they're driving in the car, when not all of their attention is focused on writing, but just part of it.
Yeah.
And that confirmed for me that there are certain things you can do to help yourself. Like, for example, I've often been most inspired when I know I'm about to go leave and do something social. So I'll grab the guitar half an hour before I got to go, because now I only have 30 minutes, and I know I'm about to go hang out with friends. And the combination of the small time crunch and knowing I'm going to spend time with buddies really unlocks something for me.
Interesting.
And then I'll often not want to leave because it's just starting to get good, but I
Right.
got to go.
Right. Yeah.
And then I'm left kind of wanting more. So when I get done hanging out, I can come back
back
and I
and
got
hit
that
it more.
excitement still.
Yeah. Love that. Rick Rubin. All right. That's awesome. I need to try that too. Goodness gracious. Tudor, man, you're going to do another song for us?
Yeah. And so this is what you don't know.
What I don't know.
Yeah. What you don't know is you're going to be involved in this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh-huh.
In what way?
Well, the song's not done. I've got verses and I've got a chorus. And I was like, I'm just going to play the chords, and then I want you to just improvise and sing
wow.
and just bless people. And we got, we're just trying to keep things exciting over here.
I thought the song was called What You Don't Know. Like, I really thought that's what the title was.
It's called Whatever You Want.
Okay.
And you can sing whatever you want, man.
This makes me so nervous. This makes me so nervous. I can feel that hamburger I ate.
Now,
earlier sitting
you've
right
already
here.
heard the song.
I've heard the song too.
I actually sent you a video asking you about how I'm supposed to sing this melody.
Yes.
It's that song.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So this is, we're leaving the sad lands.
That was a couple weeks ago, though, so my brain's
Oh, yeah, I know.
fried.
Listen, if it's any consolation to you, I'm terrified to play this because I've never played it publicly,
Okay.
And it's got some.
Let me sit up. This is an exclusive moment. Oh, we got a beat too. Shoot.
Yeah. Is there any way we can get the beat a little bit more on the monitors, boys? And now it's gone?
Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so this is
yeah.
called Whatever You Want. The beat's gone again, boys. Here we go. If you really want to stay in, take it easy and do nothing. Well then baby, that's a win-win. I'm in. And if you really want to go out, call up your friends and go downtown. Well then baby, you should know now, I'm down. Whatever you want, baby, whatever you want to do, I'm fine long as I am here with you. Whatever you want, baby, whatever you want to do, I'm fine as long as I got you. You. We're sipping cider in Silver Lake, or getting lost in a barcade, taking photos in the pouring rain. Baby, I'm good either way. And if you really want to show off, put on your heels and your makeup. Well, I'll be there in my best suit, dancing up to you, hands all over you. Whatever you want, baby, whatever you want to do, I'm fine long as I am here with you. Whatever you want, baby, whatever you want to do, I'm fine as long as I got you.
Whatever you want, baby, whatever you want to do, I'm fine 'cause I'm here with you. Whatever you want, baby,
Hey,
and whatever you want to do, I'm fine 'cause I'm right here. Maybe we can go to a movie, take a ride in a limousine, baby. We can sit on the beach and listen to the sound of the mezzanine. I know you'll be right here with me till the end. So let's not stress out. Let's just let it happen. Let it happen. 'Cause I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. Whatever you want to do, I'll take it. I'm right here with you.
Whatever you want, baby. Whatever you wanna do. I'm fine long as I am here with you. Whatever you want, baby. Whatever you want is cool. I can't turn the beat off. Yeah, we did it, man. We did it.
Whoa. That is awesome, bro. I love that.
Thanks for being down to just.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, my heart beating 1,000
Yeah,
miles per hour.
yeah.
Man.
A little surprise, and I told the boys before.
Really?
I was like, "Don't tell them."
Oh, so they knew
I don't want
about
them
it.
to have time to say no.
I'll have a discussion with them later. Yeah. Well, hey, whatever you want, baby, whatever you want to do, I'm fine because we're right here with Tudor, and things have just been so awesome. Dude, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, man.
You are
it's always,
amazing.
It is really a profound gift to give an unknown artist the time of day.
Yeah.
You know? So just for the folks out there, what's not shown on the live stream is that they prepare a meal for you, and they really treat you like you're important. They ask you, "Can I get you anything? Would you like a cocktail? Do you need a bottle of water?" And you know, normally when you play music, unless you're famous, people, you know, they don't even look twice at you. So it's a real gift that you've given me, and thank you everybody that's watched online and listened, and I'm just grateful.
Dude, we love you, man. It's actually a real joy. Every week to have artists here, I count a privilege because I understand it, as well as many people in this room, of what it cost to actually like pursue your livelihood being music, and also letting it be also your lifestyle. And you're right. Many people don't treat you kind. Whether you're singing in a nice venue or a crappy venue, it's all the same. If you're not like a big name, people really don't care. So, dude, we love you here, man. You're always treated like a star here because you are.
Thank you,
I
man.
appreciate you sharing your music and your heart, and your vulnerability and honesty is true to us and to everybody who's listening to it. Also, I have to say this. I don't normally do this, but I just want to encourage you, Tudor, because I feel like so many times there are people who understand like what they've been given, and you have something very special. I told this to the Indie Bros when they were here about the word anointing, which is like a specific call and a purpose. And every person has that purpose and destiny tied to something that is being expressed out of the core of who they are. Out of the core of who you are definitely a creative and communicator. And you could do a lot of things. I mean, you already are doing a lot of things.
Sure.
But when it comes to music, bro, you have something so unique and so special. It would be a shame if you gave up. Don't give up. Stay encouraged, be encouraged, because what you hold is so cool, and I feel like the world needs to hear it in some capacity. And at any given moment, continue to give every care that you have to God. I know for sure that he's going to come through in a big way and put you on the stages and the places that you need to be in. Just be responsible with what you have. To him who's given, much is required, right?
Come on,
And
Spider-Man.
A lot of times, right? Hey, him too. But I'm serious. I think we don't understand that musicality and gifting in the musical realm, there's a huge responsibility behind it, because the innate gifting of what a person is given, you could go off of that gifting, but it doesn't actually reach its potential until you put time into it.
Right.
And when you put time into it, you understand, oh, this only gets me so far. So I need to actually increase the capacity of what I have and stretch myself to get to the next place. And that's hard because now you're not going to be celebrated for the run you did yesterday, or the
Right.
riff you did yesterday, or the song you wrote when you were 16.
Yeah.
Because that was the innate gifting showing itself.
Sure.
Now you have to get to a place where you can sit and be better than the people that are also just realizing that they are gifted. There's a lot of gifted people out there, but the person who actually works for it, that's the person that can be trusted with more. And I think that you're one of those people who's realizing that, as you've shared, the whole finishing thing, that's bigger than just some revelation you got.
Yeah.
Continue to finish strong, because as you finish, you are increasing your capacity to hold more, and there's more coming down the road.
That's
for you.
good.
I
That's
believe
good.
it. I believe
I
it,
take
man.
it.
Yeah, so, hey, that's my talk for the day. Look at that. Top time. Come on, Pastel. Pastel knows what it is. Welcome to Mogul House again, everybody. We're so glad that you came here. If you did not catch this performance, you will be able to do so right after this. It'll be live. You can check out our YouTube channel. Just click that and subscribe. Hit smash that. I saw my nephew has a YouTube channel. He said, smash that subscribe button. I said, yes, that's what I want you to do. Hit the subscribe button. Follow us on YouTube, as well as you want to follow Tudor. Follow him on all of his socials. Follow him on Spotify, all the things. Check out what he's doing. This dude is amazing, and I promise you won't be disappointed. If you want some new news, or you want to just be in community with people who are just awesome, like Pastel or Space Monkey, join our Discord. Our Discord is fun, and we just have like a family in there. So please join that, where you can stay updated on things that are happening. Or if you want to just share something that's happening in your life, or artists you just say anything like that, feel free to do so. That is the place where we all can connect outside of Saturday night. So, all right. Well, much love to you guys again. Thank you for being here on a Saturday night. We're about to raid somebody, so please stick around for the raid. Grab that raid, chat there, copy it, and then we're going to go show another artist some love. We'll see you again next week right here on the Mogul House at 7 p.m. PDT. See you later.
Yeah. Hey, yo. I fantasize that freak inside. You wear it like camouflage. You're starting to try so hard every night to withhold how you handle yours. But girl, if you can manage, put my hand in yours. Now I'm going through damage I was standard cause. Ran through all the other bitty super pretty, but used to the camera from on post, cause you know I got an exhibition. Learning your curves through my hope and wishing. Early but surely I hold permission to comfort your soul in these cold conditions. Just hope for pictures. Oh man, goddamn, my man's maybe really gotta hold me back. Scroll through the phone while at home on the gram, cause you post to expose. Let me call you back like a whole time, you been. That whole time, see you been on my mind. That whole time, you been. So come on, baby, get loose with it. That whole time, see you been. That whole time, oh you been. That whole time, see you been. Can I talk my shit, Bishop? Yes, sir. Hey, matter of fact, let me talk my shit. I got a crib, you can walk right in. Leave your shoes at the door, put your coat on the rack, sit back, kick it all night, man. Cause you know I told the son in advance, he ain't really gotta come for a while. More time for me holding you down, and hopefully now you're sure to be open and how inevitably I'll be sure to smile. This heavenly being, we're close to your crown. So I slide through to the dance, so you can slide through on the weekend. Oh, I got a dope roof, you can see it. Move to the coupe and get loose with the freeze. Do what it do when we move to the beat end. The 1 to the 2 to the 3 and the 4 when we rock. Tell me just how many licks does it take till I